He comes to the office by fits and starts. You shouldn't depend on him because his performance is fits and starts. He comes to my house by fits and starts. Fits and starts is a very common idiom and it means irregular. Irregularly. Some action which happens, it is used like a verb, you see, by fits and starts. Irregularly. Not in a regular way. So, there is a meaning actually. Not in a competent way, not in a regular, not maintaining the regularity. That is called the meaning by fits and starts. Look at the second one, that to spin a yarn. To spin a yarn. Suppose I'm asking someone, why are you absent in my previous class? Why are you absent in my previous class? Don't spin a yarn. I want to know the real fact. Don't spin a yarn. So spin a yarn means making excuse, giving some sort of excuse. To spin a yarn means to make excuse. So this is the wonderful expression, to spin a yarn, to make excuse. Next one you see, swan song. My dear students, one thing you must know, that the idioms, if you know the meaning, then you can answer. You see, these idioms are so beautiful and so peculiar in the sense, of course, that if you don't have the meaning, if you don't know the meaning, you can't access them by guessing. Suppose this one, swan song. Swan song. So if you go for the literal meaning, that will be ridiculous, you see. Swan song. Swan song means, suppose my grandfather's swan song was that I would be the owner of his property. Gandhiji's swan song was Hey Ram. So swan song can be used in a multiple way. Suppose swan song means you can say the last desire, last statement. Last desire and last statement, both are right as a meaning of swan song. Last desire or last statement, that is swan song, the meaning of that particular idiom. Number 4, alpha and omega. Alpha and omega. You see, this is the idiom. As you know that alpha, omega, these are, alpha is the first alphabet in Greek language, and omega is the last alphabet. Alpha and omega means, then you can, if you know that the history, suppose if you know alpha and omega, epsilon, theta, beta, these are all Greek alphabet. The first alphabet is alpha and the last alphabet is omega. Alpha and omega means beginning and end. My dear students, one thing you must remember, beginning to end. It's not like beginning to end, no. Beginning and end. Suppose I see the alpha and omega of this movie. The alpha and omega of that movie are very interesting. The alpha and omega are, you see, these are the two parts, alpha and omega, beginning and the end. The beginning and the end are very interesting. The middle part are very boring. So alpha and omega of that movie, the alpha and omega of this book are very interesting, are very boring, whatever you can say. Alpha and omega means beginning and the end. Well, next one, you see, to eat humble pie. This is a wonderful idiom and very often used in the question papers. To eat humble pie. You should eat humble pie for your misbehavior. You have to eat humble pie. I can't leave you. You have to eat humble pie for your misbehavior. So eat humble pie means to apologize. To apologize. So suppose what I mean to say is that, why are you learning this? You see, suppose a person, suppose someone is writing, they have to apologize for their misbehavior. They have to apologize for their misbehavior. And another is writing like that, they have to eat humble pie for their misbehavior. The standard of the language is different, and of course, idiomatic sentences are better sentences, of course. So this is the meaning. Eat humble pie to apologize. Next one, null and void. Null and void means out of order. It's not going on. It's not continuing. Suppose the machine has been null and void. The program is null and void. Null and void means not going on. You see, null and void means invalid, out of order. Null and void. And the next one is Hobson's choice. Hobson, H capital. You must be careful when you use idioms in the middle of the sentences. H should be capital. Hobson's choice. Hobson is the name of a particular person. This idiom comes from a story. Anyway, I don't want to repeat the story. I'm in a hurry. So Hobson's choice means government service is a Hobson's choice for the competitive students. Hobson's choice means there is no choice, no alternative, no options, no substitute. Hobson's choice, no alternative. You have to accept or to reject. But there will be no alternative, no Hobson's choice. Hobson's choice means no choice. Well, next one, number 8, read between the lines. Our next idiom is read between the lines. You have to read between the lines of this poem. If you read between the lines of this speech, you will understand the essence of the speech. If you want to get the essence of the story, you have to read between the lines. Read between the lines means to understand the inner meaning of something. To understand the integral meaning, the inner meaning of something. That is, read between the lines. Well, our next idiom is hornet's nest. Hornet. So hornet, as you know, that is a kind of insect. Hornet's nest. Kashmir has now become a hornet's nest. Kashmir has now become a hornet's nest for the tourist. Is not now become. I mean, Kashmir is not now a hornet's nest. Tourists can go there easily. Hornet's nest means dangerous place, harmful place, disturbing place. I mean, it is used in the case of places normally. Hornet's nest, that particular idiom is used only in the case of any area or any place. So hornet's nest means dangerous place, harmful place, disturbing place. This is the meaning. Well, go for the next part. Number 10 and number 11, you see. To cut a sorry figure. Well, one thing I must say, that the idioms start with to. That means you to should not write. To indicates that the next word should be verb and the next word should be used as a verb in the sentence. That means the idiom is cut a sorry figure. Why to is written? To is written to indicate that cut should be used as a verb. Students cut a sorry figure in the examinations. So their parents are very angry. They cut a sorry figure. We depend on them, but they cut a sorry figure. And this is very, very frustrating, disappointing. Indian cricket team cut a sorry figure in the Australian field. Cut a sorry figure means very poor performance, very poor impression. I mean, perform very poorly. Very poor performance, very poor impression. To cut a sorry figure. And the next one is just the opposite in meaning. That's why I'm written them. Yeoman service. Yeoman. Look at the spelling, please. Y-E-O-M-A-N. Apostrophe S. Yeoman service. This one. Yeoman service means extraordinary performance. Superb performance. That's the opposite of cut a sorry figure. So, their performance is yeoman service. Indian team has made yeoman service in England. Indian cricket team has made yeoman service. Wonderful, extraordinary, brilliant, superb performance. Next one, to smell a rat. To smell a rat. As you know that to is used because smell should be used as a verb. I'm smelling a rat here. So it's obvious it's a peculiar idiom if you go for literal meaning. To smelling a rat. But actually the meaning is that to be very suspicious. Something is very fishy over here. Smelling rat. The investigator is smelling a rat in the recruitment of upper primary. So CBI is smelling a rat. We are smelling a rat. Something happened here. Something goes wrong. Something goes wrong. Smell a rat means to be very fishy, very suspicious. Something suspicious happened. To smell a rat. Next one, in clover. In clover. Our next idiom, number 13, in clover. He leads a life in clover. The boy leads a life in clover. In clover means in luxury. In luxury and comfort. Clear? There is no hard working, no worry. There is a life full of luxury and comfort. In clover. At a low ebb, our next idiom. At a low ebb. At a low ebb means declining. Something going less with the passage of time. Suppose you see the competitive aspirants. As you know that the number of competitive aspirants are at a low ebb. His performance is at a low ebb. Government jobs have been now becoming lowing ebb. Their performance is at a low ebb, means declining, gradually declining. At a low ebb, the graph is down. That is at a low ebb. Next one is a raw deal. A raw deal. It is very much disappointing because I can't accept this proposal. It's a raw deal. It's a raw deal. Very unfair treatment. Unfair treatment. Raw deal means unfair, unethical treatment that should not be deserved. That is the meaning. A raw deal. Number 16 is double dealing. Double dealing means, of course, cheating. Is a kind of cheating, deceiving. The man is double dealing. The businessman is making a double dealing to their customers. This businessman is making a double dealing to his customers. Double dealing means cheating, simply cheating, deceiving, distracting. You see, guiding in the wrong way. Double dealing. As you know, the double standard, that is almost same to same. Double dealing. Next one, to burn midnight oil. That's you should do. You have to burn midnight oil because your examination is knocking at the door. So you should burn a midnight oil every day. To burn midnight oil means to study till late night. To burn midnight oil means to study till late night. To study till late night. Almost midnight or more than that. To burn midnight oil. And the last one is at once bake and call. At once bake and call means at once service. The company is ready for you. The company is ready for customers bake and call. 1 minute. This one is given in the idiom, but this one may be according to the preposition. It may be his or her or their bake and call. Depends on the subject. At once bake and call means at once services. Okay, I am just giving you a picture of some selective idioms, but there are many more idioms over here. You should be choosy, and in that way you have to remember the idioms with the sentence. You have to learn the use of the idioms, not only just to memorize the meaning. Not only that, you have to memorize as well as you must know the use of writing or using the idioms. I mean, otherwise your learning of idioms will be incomplete. So, my dear students, it is a beautiful thing. Listen, your ornaments, as I mentioned earlier, try to learn the proper use of idioms. Okay. Thank you.